Imagine living more than 2 centuries defying the very laws of nature and science. Such is the tale of Shri Trialanga Swami, a mystic who reportedly lived for over 200 years. This isn't a story from a science fiction novel, but a chapter from the real-life saga of a man who turned the established norms of existence on their head. Shri Trialanga Swami, a revered yogi from the land of India, is said to have lived for more than 2 centuries, a lifespan that would make a tortoise envious, a life so long that it challenges our understanding of biology and the human condition. How this is possible? How could a man live for such an extraordinarily long period? The answer may lie in the ancient spiritual practices of India. The yogis of this land have long claimed to possess knowledge of Kaya Kalpa, or yogic immortality, a method of prolonging life far beyond what is considered normal. This practice involves a combination of yoga, meditation, and a strict regimen of diet and lifestyle aimed at slowing down the aging process and maintaining vitality and health into advanced age. But longevity is not for the pursuit of worldly pleasures or personal gain. It's for a higher purpose. For yogis like Shri Trialanga Swami, the extension of life is not an end in itself, but a means to a greater end, the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment and the service of humanity. Shri Trialanga Swami was not just a man who lived a long life, he was a spiritual luminary, a beacon of wisdom and compassion, whose life was a testament to the power of spirituality and the potential of the human spirit. His story challenges our conventional understanding of life, death, and what lies beyond. It invites us to look beyond the visible, the tangible, and the scientifically explainable, to consider the possibilities that lie in the realm of the spiritual. But longevity was just one aspect of this remarkable being. Let us delve deeper into the life of Shri Trialanga Swami, a man who challenged our understanding of life and spirituality. Born in 1607 in a small village of Vizianagaram, Andhra Pradesh, Trailanga's spiritual journey began quite early. Nestled in the lap of nature, this humble village was the cradle of one of the most mystifying spiritual figures in history. Trailanga was born to devout parents who were steeped in spirituality. His father, Narasingha Rao, was a scholar of the Vedas, the ancient Indian scriptures, and his mother, Vidyavati Devi, was a woman of deep faith and wisdom. From a tender age, Trailanga was initiated into the spiritual practices by his father. He started learning the scriptures when most children of his age were learning to play. However, his life took a dramatic turn when he lost his father at the age of 10. This event intensified the spiritual fire within him, prompting him to delve deeper into the mysteries of life and death. He renounced his worldly life in his teens, seeking the divine truths that his father had introduced him to. A prophecy by his mother played a significant role in shaping his spiritual path. Vidyavati Devi once had a divine vision where Lord Shiva, the god of destruction and regeneration in Hindu mythology, appeared before her. He prophesied that her son would be a great yogi, a spiritual master who would guide countless souls to enlightenment. This prophecy was the guiding light for Trailanga, who dedicated his life to the pursuit of spiritual mastery. He spent his early years living in caves and forests, meditating and practicing austere spiritual disciplines. His days were filled with intense spiritual practices, and his nights were spent in deep meditation. He was not just seeking God, he was striving to merge his consciousness with the divine. His renunciation was not a rejection of the world, but an embrace of a higher reality, a transcendence of the mundane to the divine. He was not running away from life, but running towards the ultimate life, the life of the spirit. And thus, Trailanga set forth on a spiritual journey that would span centuries. A journey that defied the known laws of nature and science, a journey that remains an enigma to this day. For nearly 2 decades, Trailanga wandered across the length and breadth of India, his every step a testament to his unwavering faith. With the vast subcontinent as his canvas, Trailanga embarked on an incredible journey of discovery and devotion. His path was not marked by mortal milestones, but by the invisible threads of spiritual connection he wove with the countless souls he encountered. Every interaction, every encounter was a chance to deepen his understanding of the divine, to embrace the boundless love of Lord Shiva. His journey was not one of solitude. He crossed paths with myriad saints, each a beacon of wisdom, illuminating the path towards self-realization. With each meeting, his spiritual knowledge grew, like a river fed by countless streams. He was a seeker, a disciple, and a teacher, all in one. His humble demeanor and profound wisdom attracted many to his fold, and he became a revered figure in the spiritual landscape of India. Trailanga's journey was not only a physical one, but also a spiritual odyssey. With each step, he delved deeper into the essence of existence, the truth of the self, and the mysteries of the universe. His journey took him through dense forests, across towering mountains, and along the banks of sacred rivers. He lived in the heart of nature, embracing its raw beauty and inherent divinity. His days were spent in meditation and prayer, his nights under the canopy of a billion stars, his heart forever tuned to the cosmic dance of the divine. Yet despite the allure of the open road and the myriad wonders it held, Trailanga was drawn to a particular destination. The holy city of Varanasi, with its sacred ghats and timeless temples, beckoned him. This ancient city, steeped in spirituality and history, was the perfect place for him to anchor his wandering spirit. His wanderings ceased when he reached the holy city of Varanasi, a place that would become synonymous with his legend. In Varanasi, the tales of Trailanga's miracles began to unfold, astonishing all who witnessed them. As the city of light and spirituality, Varanasi was the perfect backdrop for the mystic's extraordinary feats, each one more incredible than the last. One of the most famous stories of Trailanga's miracles involves the lethal poison. The tale goes that Trailanga would consume poisonous substances without any harm. People were amazed that he could ingest these deadly toxins without so much as a flinch. This miracle was not just a display of his physical resilience, but also a testament to his spiritual strength. He transcended the physical realm, demonstrating that the body is merely a vessel for the soul. Then there's the miracle of him walking on water. Imagine for a moment the sight of a man striding across the river Ganges as if it were nothing more than a cobblestone street. Trailanga was said to have done just that, defying the laws of physics and leaving onlookers in a state of awe. This miracle served as a symbol of his spiritual mastery, showing that he had risen above the limitations that bind ordinary humans. Perhaps the most bewildering of all his miracles was his ability to disappear and reappear at will. One moment, he would be standing right there, visible to all, and the next, he would vanish into thin air, only to reappear elsewhere. This miracle, as unbelievable as it may sound, was well documented by many reliable sources of his time. It was a clear demonstration of his transcendence of space and time, a characteristic often attributed to enlightened beings. But it's important to understand that these miracles were not mere tricks or illusions. They were expressions of Trailanga's deep spiritual attainments. He was not a magician, but a mystic. His miracles were manifestations of the divine energy that flowed through him, the same energy that flows through the universe and all its creations. Trailanga showed us that there's more to existence than what meets the eye. He defied the laws of nature, not out of ego or for personal gain, but to inspire others and awaken their spiritual potential. He demonstrated that the limitations we perceive are often self-imposed, and with faith, devotion and spiritual discipline, we can transcend these boundaries. Trailanga Swami's life is a testament to the power of spirituality. He lived for more than 3 centuries, a feat that defies scientific understanding. But then again, the realm of spirituality is beyond the grasp of science. It's a realm where miracles are not just possible, but a natural occurrence. These miracles, as mind-boggling as they were merely expressions of his deep spiritual attainments. His life was a living embodiment of this truth, and his miracles were a testament to the infinite potential that lies within each of us. In the midst of the extraordinary life journey of Trailanga Swami, there was one incident that stood out, one that would forever be etched in the annals of spiritual history. The Great Escape, as it came to be known, was one of the most astonishing miracles of Trailanga that further cemented his status as a true mystic. The story begins in the holy city of Varanasi, where Trailanga, the beloved wandering monk, was wrongfully accused and arrested on false charges. Despite the lack of evidence, he was put in a jail cell, his hands and feet bound by heavy iron chains. Little did his captors know that physical restraints were no match for the spiritual titan that was Trailanga. Locked behind the thick cold bars of the cell, Trailanga didn't protest or resist. He accepted his fate with a calmness that was as puzzling as it was profound. But what happened next left everyone, from the jail guards to the townsfolk, in a state of shock. One morning, as the sun began to rise, casting long shadows on the narrow streets of Varanasi, Trailanga was found standing outside the jail, his chains lying broken on the ground. The heavy iron doors of the prison were still locked, the guards still on duty, and yet the mystic had managed to escape without a trace. News of this miraculous escape spread like wildfire, leaving the city abuzz with whispers and gasps of astonishment. People flocked to see the mystic, their eyes wide with awe and reverence. This incident, as baffling as it was, further solidified Trailanga's status as a mystic, and his following grew exponentially. Trailanga's miraculous escape from jail was not just a feat of divine intervention, but a testament to his spiritual powers and his transcendence over physical limitations. It was a clear demonstration of his teachings that the body is merely a vessel for the soul, and that with unwavering faith and spiritual discipline, we can overcome the most formidable of obstacles. As we delve deeper into the life and teachings of Trailanga Swami, let us take a moment to reflect on this extraordinary incident. Let it serve as a reminder of the infinite potential that lies within each of us, waiting to be unlocked. Let it inspire us to transcend our own limitations and realize our true spiritual potential. Behind the miracles and the mystique, Trailanga was a spiritual teacher, his life a living testament to his teachings. Diving straight into the heart of his teachings, Trailanga Swamiji was a firm believer in the omnipresence of God. He would often say that God is not confined to temples and holy places, but is everywhere, in every particle of the universe. He saw divinity in everything and everyone, a belief that was reflected in his own life as he treated all with equal respect and love, regardless of their societal status or religious beliefs. His teachings were also deeply rooted in the power of faith. He taught that faith is not just about believing in God, but also about trusting in the divine plan. He believed that faith is the bridge between the human and the divine, a bridge that can only be crossed with an unwavering belief in the omnipotent power of the divine. This belief in the power of faith was not just theoretical for Trailanga Swami. He lived it, demonstrating it through his own life and the miraculous feats he performed. But perhaps the most profound of his teachings was the importance of self-realization. He believed that the ultimate purpose of human life is self-realization, the understanding of one's own divine nature. He taught that the path to self-realization lies in renunciation, in letting go of the materialistic desires that bind us to the physical world. He lived this teaching, having renounced all worldly possessions and desires, living a life of simplicity and austerity. He was a living example of his own teaching, showing the world that true happiness and peace come not from materialistic possessions, but from the realization of one's own divine nature. Trailanga Swamiji's teachings were not just spiritual, they were also practical. He taught that spirituality is not about withdrawing from the world, but about living in the world with a spiritual perspective. He showed that spirituality is about seeing the divine in everything, in every moment of life. His teachings were a call to live life fully, but with a spiritual perspective, to see the divine in the mundane, and to find joy and peace in the simplicity of life. The legacy of Trailanga Swamiji is not just in the miracles he performed or the longevity of his life, but in the teachings he left behind. His teachings continue to inspire and guide millions around the world, providing a path to spirituality that is practical, accessible, and deeply profound. His life is a testament to his teachings, a testament to the power of faith, the omnipresence of God, and the importance of self-realization. Even today, his teachings continue to inspire millions, urging them to look beyond the materialistic world and experience the divine within. In 1887, at the reported age of 280, Trailanga left his physical body, but his spiritual presence continues to be felt. Trailanga Swamiji was not just a man, but a mystic, an enigma that transcended the conventional boundaries of human existence. His life, spanning over 2 centuries, challenges our understanding of life, spirituality, and the very fabric of existence. Yet even though he departed the physical realm, his spiritual essence resonates within the hearts of his followers and beyond, echoing through the corridors of spirituality around the world. Trailanga's life was a testament to the power of faith and spirituality. His teachings, imbued with wisdom and profound insights, continue to inspire countless individuals on their spiritual journey. His followers, spanning across generations, have found solace and guidance in his words, leading lives of compassion, love, and selflessness in accordance with his teachings. The sage of Varanasi, as he was often called, ignited a spiritual awakening that continues to this day. His influence is not confined to India, but has spread globally, fostering a sense of unity, promoting interfaith understanding, and inspiring a quest for spiritual fulfillment. Trailanga's life story and teachings have also left an indelible mark on the spiritual literature, contributing to a rich legacy of wisdom and enlightenment. Trailanga's longevity, a staggering 280 years, remains a fascinating enigma. It defies scientific understanding and challenges our perception of human potential. It is a tale that makes us question, makes us wonder, and most importantly, makes us believe in the infinite possibilities that lie beyond the realm of the known. His life serves as a compelling reminder that there's more to existence than what meets the eye, that spirituality can transcend the limitations imposed by the physical world. His unique way of worshipping Lord Shiva, characterized by a sense of mad devotion, was not just a practice, but a way of life. It was an expression of his unyielding faith and his unwavering devotion to the divine. This madness in his devotion, as some might perceive, was in fact a manifestation of his profound love for the divine, a love that transcended the mundane, reaching out to the celestial. The message that we can glean from Trailanga's life is one of immense spiritual significance. It urges us to delve deeper into our spiritual selves, to seek the divine within, and to realize that we are, in essence, eternal beings on a temporal journey. It is a call to embrace spirituality, to live a life of love and compassion, and to strive for a higher purpose beyond the fleeting pursuits of the physical world. In the life of Shri Trialanga Swami, we find a message of faith, a testament to the power of spirituality, and a challenge to our understanding of existence. His life urges us to seek the divine within and to realize that we are, in essence, eternal beings on a temporal journey.